think about it like an energetic bank account that we've used these words before, where this person had put some deposits into my energetic bank account and made me look the other way on how I was actually feeling in my body towards the things that they were doing and the conversations we had. And so when somebody, actually multiple people, came forward to me and said, hey, I want to talk to you about this specific person. I've had interactions that make me feel very uneasy and they make me want to avoid the space. And these are people who, for my body, my full body, it's a hell yeah. You know, these are people in the community who I trust, I've known for years. So when I'm hearing that and I'm actually able to like take the wool over my eyes and take the mask off and be like, okay, let me set aside all of these things, all of these kind acts that this person has done, and really feel into how my body is responding to this information, I came to the conclusion that they needed to be removed. And this one wasn't as easy as the others. I actually think this one was the hardest one yet. And Cam and I talk about this between the two of us all the time. There are levels to this game, and there are levels to transcending something that you find really difficult. So over the last couple of months, Cam and I have had this theme, and this might not make sense to everybody, but we're just going to say it because I think sometimes we like try to make it more understandable, but I'm just going to say it as it is. And if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. Okay. On the concept of givers and takers, a true giver gives unconditionally. They give with no expectation. I'll bring it to life. Cam is always taking care of me. He has such a nurturing spirit, and he does things for me, not expecting anything in return. That is true unconditional giving. So, for example, he'll do the laundry for us. Does not matter if I notice, if I say anything about it, if I say, oh, thank you for doing that, baby. Doesn't matter because he wants to do that. He is giving from a pure, full well and is not keeping score or thinking, oh, I'm going to do this. Now she's going to do this. And he does this with everything. He brings me water in the mornings to say good morning and that he loves me. He brings me sparkling waters upstairs. He fixed the lighting in our podcast studio just because he knew it bothered me. And he's not expecting anything in return, but maybe a smile and a thank you. But he's not even expecting that, to be honest. That is true unconditional giving. Now, there's another version of giving that is giving to take. This is really subtle, though. Have you ever had somebody in your life who does a lot of things for you, but you know that if you don't receive it in the way they want you to, they will be upset? So, for example, let's say I go above and beyond and get somebody a birthday gift. And I spend so much time picking out the perfect things, and I find the perfect card and tie up in a bow, and I spend 10 hours putting together this gift. And I give it to the person, and I don't feel that they're grateful enough or that they're saying thank you enough, or I don't feel like they're groveling at my feet. Oh my God, they're crying. They're so grateful and appreciative. And so I get a little pissed at them and I go home and I'm like, can you believe her reaction to my gift? I did all of that. And then for what? I didn't even get a thank you, but you did, right? But it wasn't a big enough thank you. But here's the subtext. It'll never be a big enough thank you if you're giving to take. That's the big thing. So have you ever known somebody like that who like, they do a lot and they give a lot, but no matter how you react to it, it's never enough. And it always causes a subtle issue. That is somebody unconsciously, we're not judging anyone here. Like we've all done this to some extent before we grow out of it. This is somebody who is giving to take. What are they taking? They're taking your energy. They're taking your validation. They are taking your excitement. They're taking your love. They are doing what they are doing to receive something in return. So it is not unconditional because the condition is what they are receiving. So I share all of that because over the last 6 months, Cam and I have been served multiple teachers. These are angels coming from different areas of the world straight to us to teach us this exact lesson of how to discern true givers from givers who are actually taking. And this specific woman who I just shared earlier with the walks was in the second category, was somebody who was giving to take. And it was the most complex, most layered and sneaky game that we have seen for this kind of person this year. But we've also been served this lesson probably with 6 people this year to varying levels. It started on level easy, then it went up to medium, and now hard, and now extremely difficult. And that was last week.